Well, get ready for a rant, boys. For those who like my rants, if you don't like my rants, oh well, you can up and go watch some PewDiePie videos. Alright, well, I'm gonna sit here and eat some Hershey Kiss candy while I talk about the future of MapleStory. Real quick, allow me to get a handful of Hershey Kisses so that I'm ready to talk. Alright. I don't have enough water to do this whole talk, so now I have to get water. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, not many of you knew this, but for those of you that did not know this, I was a former Nexon of America employee. I was a systems engineer, and I worked there for short term. I'm not gonna go whole rant on that, but if you ever want to know, I get enough people asking me why I no longer work there, I will do a video on that. But anyways, it was a former Nexon employee. I was hired on to be a systems engineer, and I got to see some stuff that was very interesting. I heard a lot of interesting things. Met some interesting people as well. Had a friend over there named Josh who we were co-workers is a word I will say, co-workers. Anyways, with this coming of Nexon being sold by the founder, I will tell you now, a lot of people who work at Nexon, mainly the ones over in Seoul, I believe that's what it's called, Seoul, South Korea, are about ready to lose their jobs. If you don't have to believe me, just wait. You guys are about ready to see likely downfall of a lot of Nexon games due to poor management decisions. You don't have to believe me though. You just sit back and watch it happen. And even when it does happen, you still won't. You still won't believe it. You will still not believe that I already told you this ahead of time. But I never thought that this was going to happen. But I can certainly say I'm going to call it and say MapleStory is likely going to have one more year. So after 2019, sometime I think in the middle of 2020, we're going to have probably a real shocker in store for everybody that plays MapleStory. And I hope for my sake that I'm actually wrong, though. But for some reason, I strongly believe that it's coming, dude. So, very interesting, though, and it has nothing to do with the Black Mage. It just happens when stuff like this occurs, when companies change hands, management changes hands, and stuff like that. Anyway, so you don't have to believe me, but hopefully in 2020 you come back and tell me if I was right or wrong. No, right now it is. It's January 3rd, going on January 4th, 2019. Just got home from my astronomy club monthly meeting. What has that have anything to do with anything? Nothing. Just figured I'd make the content a little bit longer. I don't make money off these videos anyways, dude, so not really, it doesn't really mean anything if you watch this or not. Hopefully you will. Hopefully you won't, because if I'm wrong, that's the amount of views that I have, then hopefully I won't have so many people telling me I was wrong, but my conscience, I'm all out of Hershey Kisses now. Anyways, so my conscience tells me that that's what's going to happen, okay? Unfortunately, I hope that I'm wrong, because times where I think stuff like this and I get that thought, it's scary when I'm right. I like to be wrong, though, because when I'm right, yeah, it's pretty scary. Not even being that person, right? That knows the day that something's going to happen to all of us at one time. Likely going to be something from space, not really nuclear war. And don't let people, mainly the news and people online, tell you that we're going to have a nuclear war, because that's not going to happen. You wouldn't believe me if I told you why, but I'll tell you why we're not ever going to have a nuclear war. Back in, what was it? Was it Vietnam War? When America dropped that bomb. Yep. It sent a message to every leader and everybody in the world how dangerous those weapons really are. What does it have to do with anything? Well, You're gonna need a psychopath leader to step forward that's gonna do that. And when the psychopath does step forward and tries to play that game of a nuclear war, I think a lot of the other leaders around the world are likely going to take that person out. But anyways, we can get into the whole rant on that because that's not technically the way things are supposed to go. So anyways, back to MapleStory Nexon. Yep. A lot of employees are about ready to lose their job over there at Nexcons. I don't mean the Americans. I mean the people over there in South Korea. I feel bad for them. And the good thing is nobody will believe me. Nobody will believe me when it happens. They'll be having denial that it really happened. But I'm going to be right. And I can say that with confidence. So anyways, I was pretty surprised. I didn't think MapleStory was going to come to an end that soon. That was a real shocker when I saw that the founder was selling Nexon. Man. Huh. Anyways, that's my whole rant. Glad I wasted your time. Hit the dislike button. And be sure to check out that website right there on the screen. It's been showing the whole time I've been sitting in the game collecting determination. Anyways, that's it. So, come back in 2020. Let me know whether I was right or wrong. Just hear me out real quick. Come back in 2020 in June, I want to say. Tell me if I was right or wrong. And that is it.